We have now come to a juncture where 95, 96, when I also started getting into commercial agriculture, floriculture in Pune. The same time, Dr. Hemangi Zambekar was contemplating vermicompost, whether it is giving her the right results, whether agriculture is still depending on chemical fertilizers or a combination is working or not. She had her own questions, she had her own doubts, and from there her journey went to a next level where she met Dr. Paranspe. And here onwards, we want to ask her what did she learn from Dr. Paranspe and what made her get into the energy medicine concept or the Sanjeevan concept. Dr. Hemangi Zambekar,
Yeah.
please tell us about your journey since you moved away 10 years from your vermicompost thought process. You are selling a lot all over India under the UGC program. It was being promoted a lot by the government of India, but still something was holding you back. You are thinking that this is not the answer to the agriculture. So we would like to understand your interaction with Dr. Paranspe, and
Yeah.
going forward, how did you come to the Sanjeevan technology?
I met Dr. Paranspe, Yashodhan Paranspe. He was Ayurvedic doctor, as I told you, but he was not practicing Ayurveda at all. He was practicing Sanjeevan technology, which was developed by his grandfather. And when I told that I wanted some answers for how we can go ahead and how we can solve the problems before agriculture, of chemical agriculture, whether we can find some alternatives with different technology altogether. That time he told me that even I wanted to work in agriculture. So I was just wondered why he is interested in agriculture, because he told that my dispensary, my clinic, it should be nirogi. What is
Hmm.
nirogi? That it should be
Free of.
lack of, there should be lack of patients.
Hmm.
So actually, he said that where patient is created, where patient is generated, so agriculture or farm is the place where patient is uh, generated.
This
I
is
say,
a very interesting thing which you are saying. There's going to be a very soon a new movie which is going to be released by
yeah,
Mr. Shinde. He mentioned about what is happening in the hospitals now, where the patients are being created. And way back in 95, 96, you realize that the patients are being created in the farms. The input which is going into the farms, which is going into the food produce, and that food when we eat creates patients. And you
exactly.
found a doctor who did not want patients to come in his
In his
hospital,
hospital, in
and
his
it's an
clinic,
amazing thought process for a doctor to say that
doctor.
he does not want patients to
Yeah, yeah,
come. So this kind of a holy souls are very rare to find in
very
present
much.
world. So
Yeah,
I'm very happy that you
and
found a mentor in him.
yeah, yeah, very much.
Mm.
And that's why actually I discussed in detail, thoroughly I discussed with him, why you want to, there should not be any patient in your clinic and all. So he also told me that even my grandfather's dream was also there, that, and even my dream is that there should be no patient at all. And when I told about my experiences while I traveling throughout India, popularizing vermicompost technology, how the patients are created.
Mhm.
Even when I was in Punjab, that Cancer Express
Mm.
was actually taking all cancer patients from Abohar to Ganganagar near Rajasthan,
Mhm.
and lots of cancer patients
And this was way back in 90s.
in 80.
80.
Yeah,
Wow.
and actually that's why the whole world was changing. And that time also there were technologies like organic farming, then residue free farming, even permaculture and all, many technologies they come forward.
Mhm.
But even those technologies, they were also not giving a perfect solution for chemicals. They are not able to reduce the use of chemicals or chemical inputs in agriculture. If suddenly some farmer starts working on organic farming, and just not using chemical fertilizers, then he has to wait for 5 to 6 years to get
The toxins out of the soil.
out of the soil, and as well as to increase his yield
Mhm.
as compared to chemical.
Farming. Correct.
And so it is not that successful. And many rich farmers or who have some wealthy background, those
They can afford
actually
it.
they can afford.
Small farmers cannot afford
Small
it.
farmers, because their bread and butter is their farm output, their yield,
Correct.
agriculture produce, and that's why they are not turning to organic farming. That I explained to him, and he said that I think that Sanjeevan concept can be a substitute or can find some alternative to chemical inputs. So I asked him how it is there. Do you have any experience or references and all? Because I was thinking through research mind, and he said that when my grandfather was developed this Sanjeevan concept, because they have some paddy land he was in Konkan area,
Mhm.
and they have some backyard for growing paddy, and there he could grow rice varieties which has panicles of 1 feet long. And
Wow.
that time actually it was British rule era, and that time actually many British officers, they used to come to Mr. Paranspe, Yashwantji Paranspe, and they were just astonished how you can grow such 1 feet long panicle and all that. Then he said, this is not only one panicle, you go to my backyard and you can find everywhere same length. And but unfortunately he couldn't concentrate on agriculture, use of Sanjeevan concept in agriculture, because he was busy with finding solutions for human beings. Basically Sanjeevan concept is developed for human beings, it is not you developed for agriculture. And so when he mentioned Dr. Yashodhan Paranspe, when he mentioned that my grandfather's experience is like that, then I thought, yes, we can have some solutions. At least we have to work, we have to do research. So I said to him, yes, I am ready to work with you, and we'll do research. And whether Sanjeevan concept can be used in agriculture, we do on this subject, do research on this subject. So then we started in 1995 this research of Sanjeevan concept. So basically one has to understand what is this Sanjeevan concept, because there is the difference between chemical agriculture approach and Sanjeevan concept approach. Chemical agriculture approach is a very, we can say it is a materialistic approach. It is like plant is a machine, so feed some nutrients in the form of chemicals or whatever they are, pesticides and hormones, etc., enzymes, and then grow plant, and they take the ready product, that is your agriculture produce. So everything, it is considered as a dead
Correct.
entity.
Because that is what we all have learnt in our
Yeah, like-
agriculture university. That is the Liebig's principle.
Yeah,
That he found out that you create ash out of the biomass.
yeah.
From the ash, you know what is the NPK, and that much you have to replace it. That's the
Replace.
replacement theory which we
Yeah,
have
yeah.
studied in the university.
Yeah,
And it considers soil also as dead,
yeah.
and plant as an
Plant
object
is a
that
machine.
you feed the soil and it will generate it. That
Plant
is how
is a
it
machine,
was. Yes,
and
it
you
was.
can actually alter its metabolic physiological actions also. And so just feed, as you said, and then take the agriculture produce out.
Output out of it.
So this is the chemical agriculture approach, but Sanjeevan concept is mainly based on energy management, because in our ancient rishis, they also put forth the one principle that every living being, whether it is a amoeba or elephant or we human being, they have basically three energies. Nature has given them these three energies.
Which
One
are
is
these?
one is nutrition energy.
Mhm.
Nature, they can take care of nutrition on their own. Then protection energy, they have to find some way when their life is in danger, but they can manage on their own. And third is reproduction. So on these basic three energies, the whole world is going on. But we can consider for human beings and even us, this agriculture also, basically nutrition and protection energy. And Sanjeevan concept actually, even Yoga Shastra also put forth that when there is imbalance in this nutrition energy as well as protection energy, then the disease actually can be experienced. When nutrition energy, when there is toxicity or deficiency of nutrients, then naturally any living being can experience and is experiencing the disease.
So,
So
what you mean to say is, you are mentioning something called nutrients in this. So, nutrients are producing energy.
no. Energy is producing nutrients. Basic
Energy,
is the energy.
but energy comes from where?
In India, that is Prana Shakti,
Prana Shakti.
Jivan Shakti.
Okay.
So this
Life
Prana
life
Shakti is
power.
classified in these three basic energies. Originally you have Prana Shakti, and then it is actually stimulating or controlling nutrition as well as protection and reproduction. So that basically, if that energy is imbalanced, then there is imbalance in nutrition, then there is naturally protection energy is also imbalanced. And so what you have to do, you have to regularize, or you have to restore the
prana.
imbalance in those energies,
So now
or
this,
work on basic Prana Shakti,
so this life energy which you are saying, or energy,
life force, you
life
can
force of any insect or a plant, they get disturbed because of what? What are the disturbing factors for disturbing?
Yeah, again this Prana Shakti, what we are calling life force,
Hmm.
actually they again classified that nutrition is taken care of care by Panchamahabhutas.
What is the meaning of Panchamahabhuta?
Panchamahabhutas, those are 5 basic elements,
What are these?
and this is earth or Prithvi in Sanskrit, then Jala or water, then Vayu, that is gaseous state, fire, that is Agni, and Akasha Tattva.
That is
So,
a space,
हाँ,
empty space.
empty space.
So these are the 5 elements based on which all the life forms are generated
Yeah.
on the planet Earth.
Yeah.
And these are
And
all
they
the
take
cosmic.
care of nutrition of all living beings.
So if you have these 5 elements in the balanced form,
Yeah.
then your life forces are in good state.
Yeah.
Now if any of them get disturbed, then the plants or human beings or the animals can fall sick.
Yeah, exactly.
Is it something
Yeah,
which
very
I've
much.
understood
Very much
now?
right. Yeah.
So the 5 elements which you always have been promoting or explaining to us, it was very difficult because this is not a part of our agriculture
Yeah.
university syllabus. So for us to understand what is the meaning of
Yeah,
these
I
5
can-
elements in agriculture per
In
se.
plant per
Plant
se.
now, because
Yeah.
Dr. Paranjpe has explained to you that this concept of Sanjeevan can be used in
Agriculture.
He's proven it in his backyard also, that 1 feet long panicles of
Yeah.
rice can come. The taste and the aroma in these kind of plant, in these rice is one of the best,
Yeah.
which is missing nowadays.
Yeah.
Now, what is missing in our agriculture, and where this Sanjeevan now technique starts coming in? Panchamahabhuta you have mentioned. You mentioned about the 3 elements also which you mentioned. Now, where we
Why Dr. Paranjpe actually focused on agriculture, that I told you. But how we can apply this Sanjeevan concept to agriculture also.
Correct.
That is also very interesting phenomena, because in our Indian philosophies also, we are mentioning that we are all forms, different forms. The basic energy is same.
Yeah.
So for me, it is human being. For this flower, the form is different, but all Panchama, it is made up of those
5 elements.
Panchamahabhutas only.
Correct.
All living beings, they are made up of those Panchamahabhutas. Only the form, outer form,
Can change.
is different. And so this Sanjeevan concept, or the concept of management, energy management of Panchamahabhutas and all, it can be applicable to the plants also, or to the soil also. So how it can be described? So first, if you take first Mahabhuta, that is Prithvi or earth element. So it is there that whatever the plants get nutrients, in nutrients in whatever form, NPK, calcium, magnesium, which we described, all those
Micronutrients,
micronutrients, they are the part of that earth element.
Correct.
And because the role of earth element is to form the body.
But earth element doesn't only mean minerals. There must be many other things in the soil or the earth besides the minerals which we talk about. The microbiology also
No,
sets in.
that is another part. I am talking about the body which is formed because of those nutrients.
Okay.
So, role of earth element is to form the body. So, this flower has the same Mahabhutas,
Like us.
but the form is different.
Correct.
Its
That
body
is-
is different.
That's clear.
Then comes Jala or water element. So, what is the role of water element? To transport, because these NPK, calcium, magnesium, micronutrients, they are very jada, or they are not, they are static. They can't go from one place to another place. So, they have to be transported. So, Jala element, that water element, it transports these nutrients to different parts of the body. So, in our human beings, it is the blood that transports all the nutrients to our
Yes,
different parts of the
correct.
body, and in plant it is the sap juice,
Right.
because it is taken up, the nutrients which is taken up by roots through sap juice only, they are transported to different parts of the plant body.
So for just to break it little bit, in case of human beings, we have hemoglobin,
Yeah,
which is red, and blood.
yeah,
In case of plant, it is chlorophyll
chlorophyll,
and the sap.
sap,
And as we know, chlorophyll is made of magnesium, as a
magnesium.
base.
So, magnesium
For
is
us,
the
it
base,
is iron.
iron.
So just to
Very,
correlate in a simple way, they look different, but they have
Same,
similar. Yes.
because nature is taking care of all
Correct.
those things according to the body
Right.
which is formed.
Mhm.
So, the third element is fire.
Okay.
So, what is the role of fire? Actually, fire is to transform.
Mhm.
So, when we eat rice,
Right.
it is all the juices, acids in our stomach, it gets transformed in the blood, in the form of blood. It's okay.
Correct. So the
So,
fire.
that fire, that acids, juices, hormones, enzymes, they are the part of, they are the actually fire elements.
Hmm.
And so, in case of plants also, all those hormones, enzymes, even as you mentioned, chlorophyll,
Hmm.
that is the part of fire element. And that takes care of the nutrition of all body, which is the, whether it is human being, any
So you have
animal.
explained to us three elements till now:
Yeah,
earth element, the fire element, and the water element.
water element.
So these three elements you have mentioned. I think so. Here we'll take a break and we will discuss the other two elements and the continuation of it.
Okay.